Hey everyone, it's Christy with Cottage Grove Quilt Company. Welcome to my kitchen, and today I'm going to share with you my top secret special recipe for hot cocoa. We are expecting a snow apocalypse here, and so what better way to spend snow apocalypse than with hot chocolate. Also, today, Monday, is National Hot Chocolate Day. Did you know, right? All right, so I'm going to share with you my extra special hot cocoa recipe. Okay, here we go. Okay, so I start with just a small saucepan. To my small saucepan, we are going to add 3 tablespoons of white sugar. 3 tablespoons, yes, big, huge tablespoons of white sugar. Now, to that white sugar, we're going to add Hershey's cocoa. Hershey's cocoa, and we're going to do 2 tablespoons of Hershey's. Now, I have used Nestle, and I find that I like the flavor of the Hershey's just a little bit better. So just 2 tablespoons of the Hershey's cocoa. Now, to that, we are going to add, are you ready? 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. Cinnamon gives chocolate a really amazing flavor you just don't even think about. So we're going to do 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. Okay, and then we're going to add just a pinch of kosher salt. I do just a pinch, nothing big, just a pinch. Just a few little flakes of salt. When you are baking, it may seem odd to put salt in it, but salt really helps enhance your flavors. Now, here is the extra special secret right here. Cornstarch. I add 2 teaspoons of cornstarch. Not tablespoons, teaspoons of cornstarch. This turns your hot chocolate into chocolate lava. Now, if you like a little coffee flavor to your hot chocolate, you can add a little bit of espresso powder. You want the instant espresso powder. I'm not going to add any. I don't need any espresso, not at this time of the day. All right, so we have 1 cup of whole milk. Now, I'm going to put in here just about half of my whole milk. This is not the time to skimp and use 2% or skim. You're making homemade hot chocolate to ward off the cold. You don't want skim milk. All right, and I'm going to use my really good wire whisk, and we're just going to whisk this all together. And I turned on my heat, and it's to like a medium setting. See, here's my burner right there, about a medium setting. And I'm just going to mix this together till it kind of just comes together. All right. Now, since it has the cornstarch, you do have to cook this till it gets really hot and boiling. All right, see how that's come together good now? We're going to get the sides real good. And see, we really are cooking here. You can hear me stirring. Now, see how it's come together and it's consistent now? Now I'm going to add the other bit of my milk. And yes, when I make hot chocolate, I do go through all of this. It really doesn't take much time to do it, and it just makes the best hot chocolate. Now, once I get it going good and it's all stirred up, I'll turn my heat up. I don't mind cooking on hot. You just need to keep stirring for the most part, not 100%, but you know, you want to stir it a lot, because as soon as that starts to get hot and come together, that cornstarch is going to congeal. So I'm going to take a minute and put a couple of things away. This takes about 3 minutes to cook. Yep, I'm starting to see it come. All right, now that it's starting to get hot, now here's where you really want to stand with it and stay with it, because you don't want to get it so hot that you'll make it lumpy. Now, I did turn the burner down because standing here stirring with my heat on blazing hot, it'll burn my hand. I have a commercial grade gas stove in my apartment, so that sucker can put out some heat. And I stir for a little while and then I'll let it sit. My thumb gets hot. And just let it kind of start to do its thing. You'll see it start to bubble a little bit. I can start to see a few bubbles coming. You can see a few bubbles. Yep, and I can hear them. So, all right, let's stir some more. Ooh, it really feels like lava now. This is truly just like chocolate lava. Once you have to cook this to let your cornstarch bubble. If you don't get it to bubble, it won't congeal the cornstarch. You have to let it bubble. And you have to be careful with milk. You don't get it too hot that you scald it. There's a nice happy medium. All right, now see, look. See how it's bubbling now? Boy, it's going. If I was to stop stirring, you'd really see that. You want it to be like that and then turn it off. Now, if I'm cooking on an electric stove, if I turn it off and still have it on top of the burner, it's still going to cook. I'm on a gas stove, so I can turn it off and it'll stop cooking. But you want to keep stirring it for just another few little bit there. And then here we go. Now, I will tell you, it's blazing hot. So a lot of times what I'll do is I'll let it sit here in the pan for a minute or two and then come back to it and finish it out. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to let it sit for a minute and then I'll come finish it out. Okay, it's been a minute and you can see when I lift my whisk up, you know, it's got that little bit of that skim on there, but if you stir it good, you can work that back in. That's why I use a really heavy-handed wire whisk. Oh, it smells divine. Oh, that little bit of cinnamon makes all the difference. That's a little trick I learned in Mexico. They put cinnamon with their chocolate. It's amazing. All right, now we're going to finish it out. So apparently I'm supposed to be able to turn that, but I guess I can't. So we'll just go like this. Here's my mug. See, isn't it cute? It says Nana on it for my little grand boys. All right. So here we go. Pour that. And it just pours in. And look at how thick it is. I mean, it literally truly is like chocolate lava. You know, Valentine's Day is coming up. This would be a perfect treat for your sweetheart for Valentine's. All right. There we go. And it is thick. I mean, it's not too far apart from being pudding. Okay. Now, you can see it doesn't fill my cup all the way because of the cornstarch. But you know what I say? That means there's more room for this stuff right here. That's right. So I get my can of my spray cream and I just load her up. There we go. All right, y'all, that is my famous hot chocolate. So enjoy. Bye-bye.